everyone, so today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to get like incredibly glowy skin. I've seen this look trending a lot lately, all over like Tumblr and stuff like that, just like super glowy highlighted cheekbones, like just intense, and I love the look. So if this kind of makeup look does interest you, make sure you keep watching, and I'm also going to do like a real simple makeup look at the end, which will probably be nothing revolutionary, nothing new. I'll just do all of my makeup. The emphasis of this look is on the skin, and I have done this routine a few times, so yay! Okay, so the first thing I'm going to take is my L'Oreal Lumi Magique base, which I use all the time, and it's just a really dewy lotion kind of formula. It'll leave your skin looking almost metallic. Also, I should mention quickly with this video, you don't have to follow like every single step I'm doing. You can find different products to use and all that kind of thing. I'm just going to do like all the steps to get this look, so you can always just like leave out a few if you don't want it to look as intense. I'm going to take this Chanel Vilumiere Aqua foundation because the finish is like semi-dewy. You can use a dewy finish foundation, or you can even use a matte finish foundation if you want, because you can make that foundation look dewier with the products we're going to use afterwards. And I'm going to use a flat top foundation brush to apply this. I love this foundation so much. It's like one of my favorites. I need to do an updated like favorite foundations video. So that's just one thin layer, so it's like a light to medium coverage. I'm just going to build it up where I want a little bit more coverage, so on my cheeks where I've got some redness. And then I'm going to use a concealer that's like quite a few shades lighter than my skin tone. This is the MAC Pro Longwear in NW15. I'm just going to apply that under my eyes. And I'm also going to put a little bit on my chin, nose, and a little bit on my forehead as well. I'm just going to use my foundation brush to blend it out. Now this is something I haven't actually done before, but I want to try this with this look. I've never used this to contour, and I've always wanted to because that's why I bought it like ages ago. I just kind of forgot that I bought it for that reason. I haven't used it for it before. I usually use it as a cream eyeshadow, but this is the shade Hollow by Illamasqua, and it's one of their cream pigments. And yeah, I think it's pretty much designed for contouring, so I'm going to give this a go and hopefully it works out okay. It's very cool toned, like it looks kind of ashy. I might just kind of dab over it with my foundation brush and then just use normal contour later. Doesn't look very good on my skin tone. Okay, the next step is to powder where you need to powder. Because we want a dewy finish, I'm going to use my NARS Crystal Translucent Powder, which is just like a really fine, I don't know, it's got like little shimmers in it kind of, but it's just translucent, so it gives you no colour. And I'm not going to put this on my cheeks or on my cheekbones. I'm only going to put this like on the bottom of my jaw, chin, nose, forehead. And this will basically keep the finish of my foundation. So it still won't look matte, but it won't budge, and it won't, you know, go crazy during the day. It'll just set it nicely. Sorry if I sound really croaky, it's really early. And I'm still going to highlight my nose and stuff, but I'm going to use a powder. So we're going to use cream where we didn't put the powder. I'm going to be using Hoola by Benefit with an xoBeauty bronzer brush and one of the NARS contour brushes. This tone looks much better on me than that Hollow, whatever it was. And I'm going for quite a strong contoured look, just to give my face some more dimension because there will be a lot of shimmer. I don't want it to get like lost. I want to still have a lot of definition in my cheekbones. And then a little bit more on my bronzer brush and just brush that along my temples. And also a little bit like on my chin and around my nose. So the next step I'm going to do is blush, because my highlight's going to be the most dramatic part of this look, so I'm going to do that last so that it doesn't get covered up or blended out. For my blush, I haven't used this one yet, but I always go with a cream blush because it has that natural sheen and it looks more natural because creams sink into your skin a bit more than powder does, so it doesn't look cakey or anything. This is the Tipsy Cheek Stain by Tarte. Smells like lollies. Okay, so for the cheek highlight, I'm going to use two different products, a cream highlight powder, well, what? A cream highlight, it's not a powder, and then a powder highlighter on top of that. So I'll show you some different ones that I own. This one here is Gemma Kid, what is this called? Dewy Glow All Over Radiance Cream in Iced Gold, and it's kind of like a golden colour. I also have the It Cosmetics Hello Light Cream Illuminator, and that is a similar colour but a little bit more pinky. And then I have MAC Pearl Cream Colour Base, which is like a pearl colour. And then I have Shell, which is more of a like pinky metallic colour. I might go in with Shell today. And my favourite way to apply cream highlighters is with a beauty blender. Lots of people like to use their fingers, brushes, all of that, and that's completely fine, but I find I get a more opaque and even coverage with a sponge. So I like to use the pointed side and then just take that edge and then put it just where you would normally highlight. And because that beauty blender is a little bit wet, it also helps to give you like that really nice, even, dewy finish. It looks really, really nice and glowy. Doesn't look patchy, I should say, because sometimes if you just use a brush, you can see Louis in the background, if you just use a brush it can look a little bit patchy because it doesn't just slide on evenly if the product's a little bit dry or something like that. It's just better to use it a little bit wet. You can see that intense highlight. I love it. And you can put on a little bit more than normal if you're going for this kind of look. But if you are, just make sure you keep everything else very subtle. Like, don't go wearing bright pink blush, heavy bronzer. Try to keep it a little bit more subtle. Like, I'm probably still going to do quite out there lips, but I'll show you what I mean. Like, I'll do a very, not natural, but just toned down eye makeup and all that kind of thing. I'm sure you guys know what I'm trying to say here. Put a little bit on your Cupid's bow. I'm going to put a little bit on my nose. This does apply fine on top of powder if you use it with a beauty blender. I'm just going to bring that down a little bit on top of that blush. You just want to use like whatever's left over on your sponge. And then you want to go over that with a normal highlighter, but with the normal powder highlighter I like to just keep it where I would normally put it. So just on the very top, so I won't bring that all over like I did with the cream. I'm going to use my Merry Luminizer by The Balm, which is one of my favourite ones. And I'm going to use that on a small tapered face brush. So it's just going on the very tops of the cheekbones. It's really cloudy outside, so it's kind of hard for you guys to see the full effect on how like dewy and amazing it is. So please try to imagine, like if I was in the sunlight right now I'd be like, whew, like so dewy. I was going to turn the flashlight on my phone, but I don't know where my phone went. So yeah, just imagine. I'm going to use my xoBeauty eyebrow brush in my Dirty Blonde Fluid Line Brow Stuff by MAC. And I'm not going to do my brows too bold. I want them to be semi-natural, which is why I'm using this brush here. It's a little bit thicker, so it's going to give you a really natural finish. I'm actually trying to develop a really thin one now for like people that want defined, sharp brows, but this one is perfect for those of you who like it a little bit more natural, and you'll see what I mean in a second once I'm done. And then I'm going to go in with Gimme Brow on top of that. You can see the difference. Ooh. Okay, now I'm going to prime my eyelids to do this quick little makeup look. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer. Blah. Don't cry. Come here. Louis having a cry. Come on. No, don't lick off my makeup. Don't. I'm going to use MAC Soft Brown in my crease. And then I'm going to use a little bit of Script on top of that. It's more in the crease rather than like all blended out like I have with that soft brown. So just in here. And then on my lid, I'm so excited to use this. I'm going to use my Kitten Magnificent Metal Eyeshadow thing by Stella. And if you want an affordable semi-dupe, it's not the exact same kind of thing, try out this L'Oreal Colour Infallible eyeshadow. And this is in the shade Blend and Brilliant. And it's very similar. And then I'm going to pat that on the lid. I'm just going to keep building this up. I'm using this brush. You can use your finger if you want it to be super opaque. I'm using a brush because I want to be able to build it up. So it gives me like, I don't know, like a kind of sheer effect. Oh my gosh, be quiet. Shush! I like being able to build it up because you can really get the effect you want. I don't want it to be super opaque all over. I just want it to be kind of most opaque in the center and then a bit more sheer on the outer corners. I'm so sorry about Louis. Shh! Don't you just love squeaky toys? Louis! He's smiling at me. So I'm just going to keep building it up from the centre. And then work my way outwards. And then to highlight, I'm going to use this shade here by Makeup Store called Kava. This colour is like magical, okay? It is amazing and you must try it. My favourite highlighting brush is my Tapered Top Eyeshadow by xoBeauty. On my lower lashes, I'm just going to use a brown mascara. This one's by NYX. I'm not going to use any false lashes for this look. I'm just going to use some They're Real on my top ones. And then I'm going to use my Stila Topaz eyeliner on my waterline. I'm going to do some kind of ombre lips. I don't know where I'm going with this. This is Lorac Southern Belle. And then this one here is called Flower Child by Lorac as well. This lip pencil here is called a Red by MAC. I'm going to overdraw my lips a bit, as you can see. So we're going to give ourselves a bit of a lip job today. I'm just going to mush those colours on again, so Flower Child, is it? Yep. And then the Southern Belle on the inner bit. Unfortunately, as I said earlier, the sun is behind the clouds. Hopefully you can still see that effect of that super dewy cheek. I'm in love with this look. I love super dewy skin. Oh, I almost forgot. Okay, there's one more step. Dewy finishing spray. Urban Decay makes one. This one is Leowelly. And it just helps to set all of your powders down and it gives you a dewy finish. So just wait for that to set into your skin. So I hope you guys enjoy. This is actually super wearable and you could even do it without the uber dewy skin. This eye makeup look is really good just to look really nice and fresh-eyed and awake. It's not too much. It's just like a nice eyeshadow colour, lots of glittery particles, and then kept it really simple just with mascara. I think this lip combo, like the colours scheme, like you could recreate it with whatever colours you have. Like if you have like a nice wearable red or something, you could recreate this. It's just really nice for daytime, especially when you blend it in with a little bit of like a nude. It helps to kind of bring the intensity down a little bit and makes it a little bit more wearable for daytime if you're a bit worried about wearing reds during the day. Please thumbs up if you enjoyed this little chit chat get ready with me, although it was probably pretty long. Have an amazing day. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you really soon. Bye.
Alright, we can see how shit it turns out when she does it, and I'm blaming all of you because you always go on about it.
It's like a curve. If you Google 1920s makeup, you'll see exactly what